An episode that focuses on Quan Ha that was actually interesting? Huh. Well, why couldn't they put this much effort into making her interesting in the other episodes? That being said, this does still very much feel like a filler episode. For one, Master Chief isn't in this one, so this episode feels a bit like a side quest that may or may not be consequential to the main story. But I did enjoy learning a bit more about the history of the planet Madrigal. So at least when the show takes detours with the narrative, it at least makes up for it with interesting lore and world building. And, like I keep saying, the show has great villains. The character Avenger, played by Bern Gorman, who you may recognize from Pacific Rim, is definitely the standout performance and highlight of this episode. He's fun to watch as an interesting villain. He just gives such an entertaining performance. He just chews the scenery. I loved him in this episode. He was just so fun. And the action in this episode is also really well done. There were quite a few scenes that reminded me of Firefly. So yeah, overall the plot of this episode wasn't the best, but I still had fun with it. I enjoyed the action. I enjoyed Bern Gorman's performance. I just hope that next week they follow it up with a slightly more interesting plotline.